All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
You ain't going nowhere. General West. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
From the 36, McSorley throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing is McSorley. Good one, able to haul it in. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
That's good for a 49ers first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here I come.
Ready to go.
Oh, nice move. No gain on the dump off. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
On the ready. Look at me. Zipper.
Mike.
Hey, Alpha. Ready. Get it.
Throwing on second down. McSorley. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Bravo. 5.
They go play action now with McSorley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama, Mack Wilson. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker, and he's got this down to the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And the 49ers, first down. First and 10 at the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. McSorley, first and 10. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defenders.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Mike 54. Mike 50. Run.
Hey, Haywood. I got it.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Bang, 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 bang. Hey, alert. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Keep it up, D. Run. 57.
Mayfield on play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D. Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, wahoo!
57's right. Down to lose one.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, exit. Play. Go.
Throwing on 2nd down, McSorley. And this is caught. It's Parker. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
That's good for a 49er.
Let's go. Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Mike, 44. I got one.
Ready.
M.J. Stewart made the tackle from his corner spot.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready up.
Mike spoke.
5.
44.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the twist.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
A gain of 13 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Pistol. Don't be scared of it. 57.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. He can't hang.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
53.
Get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
64, Rick.
Check,
Hey, Zoo.
44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check, check. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 44, 44. Mike, Mike, 44. Now watch run, watch run. 44 is Mike.
But I, fire.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I know you felt that one.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Regular.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Alert!
56 to Mike.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Kill.
20 right.
Check 56. Watch twins. Mike 50.
Now Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the run. 56 to Mike.
Mayfield with it once more. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not good.
He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out. Just
pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. But he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And an alley to run. He's at the 50, 30, 20. Touchdown, 49ers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing them.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And some room to maneuver. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Set. 30 base.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
And 2.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Niners 42, Browns 13.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Yeah, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Run. Point it right. Hey, Echo.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Let's go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the run.
They run again with Breida. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
15 Lonnie.
Tighten down. There you go.
Ready to go. Down.
They run with Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jarrett McKinnon. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the Browns' 18-yard line.
Come on.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They run once more with McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Give me some. Get it.
And they take a knee.
McSorley on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Mike 51. Here we go, here we go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Niners, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.